You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans. So it is confirmed EJ DiMera and Gwen Rizchek von Leuschner are officially co-conspirators working on covert plans for University Hospital. She is the one bankrolling EJ, or at least half of it, and it's about to get super messy on the Peacock soap. It's Belynda from Soap Dirt, and we've got so much to unpack. So hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive right in. So we got this shocking news this week, and it is going to really impact something big coming this fall. Not only did we learn Gwen gave EJ half the cash to buy Salem's struggling hospital, but we also learned they plan to expand and are going to create the DiMera Family Free Clinic. However, if you recall in the last mega promo for Days of Our Lives, the free clinic opening this fall is going to be the Dr. Tom Horton Free Clinic. So that has me wondering if EJ and Gwen are forced to pivot away from naming the free clinic after the DiMeras. You know, we could see EJ rename the project the Tom Horton Free Clinic to quell some public anger or to calm down university hospital doctors who hate him. People like Marlena Evans and Kayla Brady, and they just despise that EJ bought the hospital and is doing these drastic cuts. So, you know, they may not want to volunteer and give their time at a clinic named for EJ's family. But no matter what they name the clinic, EJ and Gwen aren't funding it to be community-minded philanthropists. No, that clinic is going to be the cover for some shady secret science going on behind the scenes. And whenever a DiMera is doing some dubious science, you gotta wonder if Dr. Wilhelm Rolf is going to be part of it. You know, Rolf may ride his submarine right back into Salem to do some dirty work for Stefano DiMera's son, EJ, and his partner in crime, Gwen. So it looks like we're going to get a new state-of-the-art underground lab for EJ DiMera's twisted purposes that Gwen seems to be on. And you got to kind of wonder what's in it for her. Why is she giving away all this cash to be EJ's angel investor? Without her von Leuschner money, of course, EJ couldn't afford to buy the hospital. So that's what's in it for him. But why is she doing this? It's all perplexing. Meanwhile, ISA and FBI agents Cat Greene and Rafe Hernandez are monitoring EJ's financial records, but they've come up empty-handed so far. They still don't know who was his co-buyer, and with Gwen back and dripping with money, all that von Leuschner inheritance, they should be looking at her too, and I'm betting they will be soon. And of course, whenever DiMera does something big in Salem, they get scrutinized. Shane Donovan smelled a rat the moment EJ was bidding on that hospital purchase, and that's why he pushed Kat to come back to the ISA as a financial analyst, and then partnered her with seasoned agent FBI guy Rafe. So the question is, will Kat put two and two together since Gwen walked into EJ's office while Kat was handling the blueprints? Now, mind you, those blueprints are only for the public part. It's not for the sneaky private science wing. So EJ's not too worried about the fact that she saw them when Gwen mentioned it. But it definitely seems strange for Gwen to be in EJ's new office at the hospital at all, right? So once Kat sniffs out Gwen's closeness to EJ, I think Kat may turn her new job with EJ and her new friendship with Gwen into golden opportunities for the ISA and the FBI to dig up dirt and find a way to thwart EJ's sinister plans and whatever Gwen's planning too. So longtime Days fans know that EJ must be cooking up something dreadfully exciting with this vision for the hospital. And for many years, long before Elvis Jr. was even out of primary school, his father, Stefano, worked, of course, with the infamous Dr. Rolf. The mad scientist is brilliant. He's got back-to-life serums, doppelganger, undetectable masks, and personality microchips that can even change who a person thinks they are. Not only that, but Stefano's sick pet scientist is an expert when it comes to brainwashing and mind control techniques. So it's no wonder that EJ is setting up a place for the DiMera family doctor to take residence and do his bidding. I mean, who else but Rolf would oversee secret DiMera research? Maybe we'll get a new doctor, but generally it's Rolf. And as I mentioned before in the fall promo, Kayla announces the opening of the Dr. Tom Horton Free Clinic. So we're going to have Mike Horton back and also Jeremy Horton in attendance at the ribbon cutting ceremony. Jennifer and Jack Devereaux will be on hand. Lots of people are returning for that. So, it could be that Salem is getting 2 new clinics. Both the Tom Horton Free Clinic and the DiMera Family Free Clinic set up by EJ. So the question is, will Salem residents have their choice of competing clinics? I kind of feel like no, it's not going to go that way. Instead, we may see EJ in a position where he has to calm down the hospital board members and calm down Kayla Brady. And so he renames the clinic after the late, great Dr. Tom Horton to throw off suspicions. And something else that stood out to me was EJ asking questions about his missing brother, Stefan DiMera. And when EJ was asking Gabby about Stefan's whereabouts, she told EJ that her ex was dead to her. And then viewers got a glimpse of Elvis Jr. smirking. So that has me wondering if one of Dr. Rolf's first guinea pigs at the secret facility hidden behind and under the free clinic could be Stefan DiMera. Last time we saw him, Vivian Alamain drugged her son Stefan and her henchman Yvonne, shoved him in a trunk, and sent him to Alamania. But with all the hints about Stefano's spirit being back from the dead and lurking around, maybe it ties into this twisted new clinic. Plus, with Marlena having those Queen of the Night dreams again, maybe we're going to get some sort of Stefano reboot with his personality inside his son Stefan. So Rolf could definitely put Stefano's essence in a microchip or a serum and use it on Stefan and pile some mind control stuff on top of it. That'd be a wild way to go, but that's also a very Days of Our Lives type of plot. All we know for certain right now is that EJ and Gwen have sinister plans for the hospital, and they could put many lives in danger. But we also know that Gwen cares about almost nobody in Salem, except for still having the hots for Sander. And of course, EJ's hated by most of the town, so right now, he only really cares about his son Johnny and the other DiMeras to some extent. And that means almost anyone in Salem could be a target for Gwen and EJ's wicked plans, and I certainly can't wait to see what they're going to do.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.